Okay, guys. Day 7 on maca, Black Maca Root, specifically gelatinized Black Maca Root. And the first time I ever heard about Black Maca Root was actually on a retention video that I was watching, and some guy recommended Black Maca Root because it will skyrocket female attention, because at the time I was focused on the benefit of female attention, and nowadays I don't really, that's not what I'm going for, but some guy recommended it and I decided to purchase gelatinized Black Maca Root powder. And let me tell you, the maca root powder, it works. Let me give you a list of the noticeable effects in the order that I noticed them. So the first thing that I noticed when I took Black Maca Root powder, gelatinized Black Maca Root powder, was a relief of fatigue. It reduced my fatigue almost instantly. I had hit the gym the first day that I took it, and I ended up taking it after the gym, and it felt really good on the body because I had hit the gym, and then there was a couple hours in between the gym, and then I had to go to work, and I took it just before I went to work because I was feeling fatigued, and it works. The fatigue really reduced. It didn't eliminate the fatigue completely because I hit the gym hard and I'm always fatigued every time I leave the gym. But yeah, it reduced fatigue. It felt great. Another thing that I noticed was that it relieved a lot of stress. You know, it's an adaptogen, meaning that it helps the human body adapt to stresses from the environment, internally, externally. And so I was usually an anxious person, and now I'm just way less anxious since taking it. I'm only on day 7. I'm way less anxious, you know. I'm less likely to have thoughts that will activate my stress hormones, and even when they are activated, they're a lot lower levels of cortisol, and I'm not talking scientifically because I haven't measured the levels of cortisol, but the feeling of stress when I do get quote-unquote stressed is a lot less, and which is great. It's allowed me to become more stoic. It has allowed me to become a lot less emotional. And I was on day 1 of my retention, also day 1 of maca, and usually when I'm on the day 1 and I had just relapsed, I'm a lot more emotionally charged when it comes to simple interactions. Like, I will feel a certain sort of way about how somebody talked to me, or I'll feel a certain way about how somebody decided to treat me. And it's not because I naturally do that, it's because I know what it is like to be on a long retention streak, and for people to show me respect, and then for me to relapse and then see the change in demeanor that people have towards you because they subconsciously sense that you have a lower life force. So I become a lot more stoic, a lot less emotional, and that's helped my mental. My mental health has never been better. Like, I'm so relaxed, I'm so calm, so stoic. Another benefit is energy. I got this insane boost of energy. It was almost like taking an energy drink. Let's say you've had your first energy drink and it just really worked, and you just feel this boost of energy, and you're just like, it goes alongside with a boost in libido. Now, a lot of people think libido has to do with your sex organs, which in some ways it does, but libido is more like your life energy. It means like your frequency that you're vibrating at, and you know, what you can take on and what you can handle, and the things that you can do at a baseline level for your energies. And my libido shot up. Like, one thing about Black Maca Root is that it's the rarest of the 3 kinds of Maca Root. There's Black Maca Root, there's Red Maca Root, and there's Yellow Maca Root. And only about 10% of the time is a maca going to turn out to be Black Maca Root. And so, yeah, my libido shot up, which is phenomenal, especially if you are in the process of sexually maturing, or I don't think maturing is the right word, because I think that would be referring to puberty. I think sexually purifying, meaning you're not thinking sexually all the time. You're not objectifying or sexualizing everything that you see. It helps a lot when you're doing that, because when you're doing that, it allows you to redirect the energy into other things like physical activity or mental capacity and mental processing of information and retention of information, things of that nature. And I'm still a guy, I'll still have sexual thoughts here and there, but my sexual thoughts are very fleeting naturally, because I've cultivated it to that point. Like, I'm not just thinking sexual thoughts for hours on end. No, it's like, maybe it'll be like 15-second period where I'm just thinking sexually. And yeah, it definitely it definitely works for what people are saying that it works for. And what I mean is, like, the intensity of your arousal. The intensity of your arousal is amplified for sure. It's not necessarily extended beyond what it would naturally would be, but it is more amplified, and that's for sure. Because I've been on this retention journey and I haven't been all that successful, I'm starting to begin to think that I have low testosterone or low blood flow to my sex organ. And I think that's because, the reason why I think that is because when I wake up in the morning, I don't wake up with anything. I used to wake up with morning wood every single day of high school. I used to, but I don't anymore. And I do now that I'm on maca. So yeah, now that I'm on maca, it's back. It's better than ever. And so if you really want to get juicy with it, yeah, it's stronger and bigger, which is insane. It's insane. You wouldn't think that you would be able to get that from something that you would consume, like a superfood like maca, but yeah, you do. So I'm going to continue this maca journey. I'm going to continue it for 2 more weeks. I'm not going to discontinue it after that, but I'm just going to take a break, because I don't want my body to get used to receiving a certain superfood and adapt to it, so insofar as reducing the effectiveness of the maca. So I'm going to take a break after 3 weeks, maybe like a 2-week break, and then I'm going to try something else as well. And stay tuned for that, guys. All right, peace.